how it goes.
All right.
You gotta edit it up.
Hell yeah. All right, so we're gonna go live now. Just wait for it to come in.
Yeah, I see it. Live
All
on
right,
Facebook.
here we go. Here we go. We going live. We going live. Welcome everyone to another. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Crima Podcast Show. Tonight we got the one and only, the big man, one of the big men here in the Philippines. We got the Machine. How you doing, Machine?
What up, Coach? I'm chilling, man. Just had a good day, you know, getting some exercise in, some cardio.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel his pain.
That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good deal. So hold on, let me record this while we go in this, okay? All right, now. So we good now.
All right.
So anyway, what you been up to, brother? What's been going on with the Machine?
Oh man, you know, of course this is gonna be the same old story as everybody else with this pandemic. And then, you know, during the pandemic, it affords you the time to sit down and look at yourself and reevaluate things. So I started doing that, focusing in on what I needed to do some more cardio, work out more, you know, just try to make myself better.
That's what's up, man. That's
what I'm on, man.
Okay, good. So I want to get into some wrestling and
video games.
I hear you. How the family doing? The family doing good?
Oh hell yeah! Thanks for asking.
That's
yeah,
good.
you know, I got them trapped in the house. I don't let them go out, but I'm like, nah. Until all this pandemic bullshit, nobody going nowhere.
That's what's up.
We gonna get to know each other.
So for our viewers, for some people who don't know who you are, like I got friends in America, they probably don't know who you are, whatever. Everyone.
That's a lot of people don't know me, man.
Everybody in the Philippines, they should know who you are because you're one of the biggest men here in the Philippines. And so, how did you get started? How did you get started in pro wrestling, brother? How did you get started?
Okay. Yeah, we're going back to the beginning.
Let's go back to the beginning.
But yeah. No, I had a friend at the time who was surfing Facebook, and he came across PWR.
Okay.
And he hit me up and was like, "Yo, you want to try this out?" I was like, you know, I took a look at it. Yeah, sure, why not? You know, I got to get into something positive. So, yeah, I started with PWR, man, back in the day, going there, training. I learned a lot from them cats, you know, straight up. That's where I started as a pro wrestler. As far as taking it seriously and thinking about, hey, maybe this could be something that'll bring in some extra money or what. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I learned a lot in terms of wrestling, as far as you know, building a persona and kayfabe and all of that. Learned a little bit about the business side of things. So yeah, I can't walk away from that and say I didn't learn nothing.
Right.
And then from there, yeah, from there, you know the history. Yeah. But moved into something else, another promotion, and I don't really want to talk about it too much. Everybody that was involved knew what happened. Right. As far as I know, as far as I feel, everyone knows what happened. I believe I've been an open door with that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way everybody wanted it to. You know, I had hopes, you had hopes, and then it just, you know, unfortunately crashed and burned. But yeah. It fell apart.
I want to just get a little backdrop on, you know, how you got started in pro wrestling and everything. Like when you grew up,
right.
Who did you, like, I know you were into mixed martial arts, right? You did some mixed martial arts, or you did some
right.
karate, whatever. When you were growing up, did you watch wrestling? Was it like one of the things that you wanted to do, or did you get into it when you got older?
Yeah, I got you. Actually, no, I mean, I watched it if it was on, and I'd stop for a minute and watch it. I watched Hulk Hogan and all the old cats, Bret Hart, you know what I'm saying? Heartbreak Kid. I watched it once in a while. I wasn't a mark though. I wasn't a super fan. I would just watch it if it
Okay.
was on. But as far as following it, no, I didn't. I gotta say, I really wasn't into it that much. I was more
Right.
into martial arts training. I started martial arts training young. Around 12, I started getting into Taekwondo and Shotokan and all of that. So my background is more on martial arts and more on, getting into the MMA side of things. And then I think I just lucked into the pro wrestling thing, honestly, because of the size. So it's
Okay.
like something I fit into, the look of it. And then
Mhm.
again, learning the building the persona and the character and all that came second. So
Okay.
yeah, to be honest, I wasn't a super fan. It was just something like I fell into it. But it turns out it's
Right.
something that I
Right.
like to do.
Now when
So,
yeah. Now I'm gonna get a little personal. You
all
are
right,
part black, part Filipino, correct?
right.
Right.
There's some native in there too.
Okay.
But
So
yeah.
yeah. Okay. So where did you grow up at? Did you grow up mostly in the Philippines? Did you grow up where you from? California? You grew up in the
All right.
did you grow up there? Where did you grow up at?
Right, yeah. I was so long story, I'll cut it short. Uh Air Force Pops. Pops was a GI stationed here in the Philippines.
Oh,
He met
okay. Okay.
moms, they fell in love. So I was born here on Clark Air Force Base, 5 years
Oh,
old.
that's where I'm at. That's
Yeah.
where I'm at right here. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's you in my hometown, man. But yeah, actually when I came back to the Philippines, I was based in Angeles for a long time. But
Okay.
yeah, so long story short, 5 years old, Pops was transferred to Vandenberg in California. So I grew up in California. I'm a California boy through and through.
Okay.
So like I like to say I'm Filipino by blood and American by culture. So I
Mm,
grew up in the States. I grew up in
hello. What
Cali.
happened? Machine, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Did I freeze or did you freeze? Hello. Damn. Hello. Where you at, brother? Where you at? You still there? You still there? You froze up on me. Hello. Testing 1 2 1 2. Come on, baby. Come on. All right, folks. We're having some technical difficulties. Let's try to get Machine back here. I don't know if it was his I don't know if it was his. I don't know. Let me see. Can't figure this out right now. Machine, you there? You there? Hello, hello. I lost him. I lost my brother. Machine, if you hear this, I'm gonna send you an invite again, or you just hit me up again. Hit me up, please. I lost you. Where are you? Where are we? Lost your connection, brother. So anyway, folks, we were having a good conversation until our connection went bust on us. So we're gonna continue as soon as Machine comes back on. But I would like to say to everyone watching, thanks for tuning in. What happened? What happened? So anyway, we lost our guest. I don't know if I lost him due to my connection or it was his connection. But if you can hear me, I'm trying to get him back on and everything. So conversation was going good until then. Anyway, I hope you guys like my backdrop. You know what I mean? I just did that today. So Cody, what's going on? Romel, what's happening? What's happening, Joseph? D-Mac, what's up? What's up, brother? The OG's in the house, y'all. D-Mac is in the house. My man Martin, he's still on. Hold on. I think I hear my man coming in. Hold on just a second. Where are you? Where are you, machine? Come on, brother. So I don't know. That's what happened with this. Okay, so we're gonna wait for him to chime in again. And anyway, like I was saying, my background, I tried to. I'm doing something different. So my man Andrew Campbell hooked me up on showing me how to do my backdrop. So I'm still trying to type me in the message ID, please. Okay. All right, Michelle, I'm gonna type you in. Hold on. Let me go back to the launch meeting here, and then I'm gonna type him in, folks. Hold on, folks, just a second. We're gonna get this going. Invite. Go to Gmail. I gotta type him in. And okay, hold on. I'm typing you in right now, machine. Hold on. Maps. Where are you? Just a second, people. We're gonna get this right tonight. Had a good conversation this morning. Had a good one last night, and tonight we're gonna have another good one. So that's just how it is with this computer stuff. Gmail. I should have took a computer class when I was in high school, but as you know, guys, I didn't do that. So these are the things that come back and bite your ass when you're a grown up. All right, machine, I typed you in. So where are you? If you can hear me. If you can hear me, brother, just go ahead and log on. There we go. We back? Are we back in business? Hello. Yeah. We back in business. I got you now, brother. We back in business.
I don't know what happened, bro.
It's all good. It's all good, man. Hey,
one of my kids was in here messing with my stuff. Yeah, my laptop just disconnected from the internet. That's crazy. Yeah, so I got you on the tap.
Yeah, hey. Okay, so now we back on live now, right?
Yeah, my
Let
fault.
me make sure you. No, it's all good. Hey, should be happening. My computer freezes up a lot always. You know what I mean? So it ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, now we back. So I think we good. But anyway, so you grew up in California.
Right. Yeah, grew up in California, went to school, all of that.
Okay. All right. And so what's I know there's a big difference, but what is your, what would you say is like, you know, a big culture shock versus, you know, like each other? Well, you know.
Damn. You know what? To tell you the truth, there's a lot of similarities between Filipino culture and the Black community. Quite honestly,
Right.
all the way
Exactly.
down to the food. You know, a lot of our culture is the same. A lot of the food is the same. We have the same taste. Like all the Filipino joints in the States that I know of is frequented by Black folks. So for me, being half Filipino, half Black, it was a good thing. You know, it was a good thing. But as far as culture, it really wasn't too much of a culture shock because I grew up with my mom. Mom's was instilling that Filipino culture in me from early. So the only cultural difference I had was just confrontations. You know, Filipinos don't like confrontations, whereas growing up in the States, you're taught to handle things head on, not necessarily looking for conflict, but, you know, just handle the problem, get it out of the way, get it over with, not to let it fester. So for me, probably that was the biggest game changer, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. So now in the Philippines, when you stayed in California for a while, and I know like the rest of us black people, you dealt with the racism. So is there any? I'm just gonna put it out there. What's the difference between the racism in America towards a Black person and a racism in the Philippines towards a Black person or half Filipino?
Yeah, Pinoys would say that there ain't no racist, but nah, Pinoys can be racist. Okay. Let's be straight. The difference is in the States when you come across a racist, it's generations on generations of hate that was taught. You know what I mean? The racist situations I've come across here really wasn't about race per se. It was just ignorance. They didn't know no better. You know, they saw what they saw on TV, and they equate maybe blonde and blue hair or blonde hair and blue eyes is right, and being Black is negative. But that's the TV will pump that into you all day. You know what I mean?
Of course. TV magazines, all that shit.
All that. You know, all the way down to the skin whitening products and all that. So, I said, you know, going back to what I said before, Pinoy culture, Black culture has a lot in common. Whereas in the Philippines, they were, I don't want to say conquered, but, you know, the Spanish had come here, did their thing, and set that in where you got to have that straight nose and the fair skin and all that. So it's the same thing. Same thing.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Cultural.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say cultural difference. I think I just realized the biggest one is business. How business is conducted here versus, you know, in the States is go, let's do it, let's get on it. And business here it's a little bit slower. Not that it's not gonna happen. It's just, you know, it's a little slow. You take your time with it.
Okay. Now, and I also noticed that you're a rapper also. You definitely get into the rap thing. How did that come about? I mean, just living in America, it's just like it just hit you and you just want to be a rapper, or, you know, I mean, when did you first start realizing that's what you wanted to do? You know, spit.
You know, Jay-Z said this, right? He said, all us Blacks got is sports and entertainment. So, you know, growing up the way I did, I didn't really pay attention in school. So I started leaning towards being expressive and being artistic. So it started actually with drawing. I used to draw and tag on walls, and then that led to hip hop, which led to rap. So I just discovered I was able to put words together.
Wait. Define that so people will understand what hip hop. You just said hip hop and then rap, because some people don't understand what the difference is. You know what I mean? There's a culture, and then there's the music part. So explain to them, you know, what really is hip hop and what rap is.
Right. So to me, the simplest way to say it, hip hop is culture. It's the way you live. It's what you eat down to how you dress, how you walk, talk, all of that. That's hip hop. Rap is just an art form. It's like somebody sitting there being able to draw, somebody sitting there putting rhymes together. It's a talent that's separate from hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So you could rap and not be hip hop at all.
Okay. All right.
Kid Rock be rapping and ain't hip hop. You know what I mean? So, and then you on the flip side, you got Eminem, who is hip hop. So you can rap and not be hip hop.
Oh shit. Okay, that's that. Now see, that's a good definition, because a lot of people didn't understand, or they don't understand, especially when you bring, because rap been around since, you know, I was young. We pretty much the same age. You know, it's been around, I mean, since the early 70s, you know what I mean? Probably even longer than that. But it really got its mark back in the 70s. And a lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand the whole culture. They don't understand wearing the gazelles, you know, the shell-toe Adidas with the out the laces, with the fat laces, you know what I mean? The Lee's jeans and everything. We grew up on that, you know what I mean? And so the Kangol, exactly, you know what I mean? Yes. And so, and then when breakdancing, you know, came out, you know, guys on the corner, cardboard boxes, you know, back in the day, you know, that was our thing, you know. And now you look at, and I'm not taking anything away from the b-boy culture or whatever, you know what I mean? Like when I see it in different countries like Japan, or if I see it in Korea or something like that, it's all good. I'm glad, you know, but you know, that's something that we started, and you know, you want to preserve that. You know, we want to preserve that. We don't want it to. It's just like the Filipino culture. Whatever you guys preserve, you know, like adobo, that's yours. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
You know, when you break this, when you know, that's ours. You know, and people need to understand that. And then when it comes to the rap itself, you know, you got the mumble rap now. You had the gangster rap before. You got East Coast West rap. You know what I mean? What is your preference, and what is your take on it? I know we're here to talk about fighting and stuff like that, but when I talk to my brother here, you know, it's like we got to get some culture stuff out of the way. You know what I mean? That. So people got to understand what's going on, because I'm here in the Philippines, and when I hear rap music, I don't think some of the Filipinos understand what's going on. They just hear the beat. You know, they don't understand pretty much what the rappers are saying and what they're talking about. You know what I mean? And so explain to some of the people how or what the difference is between that mumble rap now, gangster rap with Tupac, you know what I mean, E40, and then you go to put P Diddy and Jay-Z on the East Coast. And you can't forget the South with Too Short and those guys down there.
Too Short is Bay Area though, but yeah, the South, Outkast, Scarface, you know, Slim Thug, Paul Wall, A-Ball, MJG. There's a whole ton of cats out of the South. But you know, for me, I try not to shit on nobody's thing. They do whatever they do, and as long as you're being positive, you're not hurting nobody. I try not to shit on it. But if you're gonna ask me my personal opinion, rap was started as code. It's street talk. It's code, how we talk to each other. So if in case, let's say the cop there, let's go to the extreme. Let's say me and you sitting on the corner and the cop is there harassing us. We could talk to each other like, look at this fool here. You know, this cat think he doing something, but he ain't, you know what I'm saying, for siggity.
Right. Okay.
So it started as that street code so that we can communicate with each other. To me, mumble rap it's not communication. I can congratulate a rapper for being successful and making money, but if I can't understand what you're saying, then to me, you ain't saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. When I hear somebody rap, I want to hear, you know, that old phrase, the game is to be sold, not told. So when
Okay.
I listen to rap, I'm listening for clues on how to become a better hustler, a better grinder, a better man. You know what I'm saying? If somebody rapping like, all right. So to me, what that is that's the corporation finding their step and fetch it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. All right.
That's the cat that's just on the corner. Yeah, I'll play the game for you, son. I'll play the game for you, master. You know what I mean?
Chicken
I'll wear all
George.
the shoes. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me.
Right,
like I
right.
said, that's my personal opinion. Whoever's making money and they doing their thing, boom, do your thing. I ain't gonna hate on you.
Right. Now transition that into pro wrestling.
Right.
Like you said, there's a code. You know what I mean? And the same thing goes that applies in pro wrestling, man. You know, we have our own talk. We have our own way of doing things, and the thing with pro wrestling is, you know, only promoters know who's going to win, who's not going to win. You know, right. Only we know inside the ring what's going to happen, you know, and who calls what and this and that, you know. And I think that kind of goes in hand with that, you know what I mean, with that cold type of talking on the street and the cold in the ring and things like that. But let's go back into wrestling. So you were also an official at AOW, all right? You were like an official AOW. After PWR, you went to AOW. You helped create AOW. When you did AOW and you had all the trainees and stuff under you and everything, how did you feel as you went from PWR as a worker to now right. You're like in management position. How difficult was that for you to transition into, you know, keep it all together? You know, like, damn, you know, over here in PWR, I'm just the machine, you know what I mean? But now here, I'm like, I gotta, you know, facilitate. How did you manage that?
We speaking honestly?
Yeah, go, man. Come with it.
All right. So for me, going from a worker to management, it's not a shift. It's not a change, because my mentality don't change to where, oh, I'm calling the shots now, because my mentality is never to be the top nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you don't like the N word, but
go ahead, go for it. Go ahead, man.
But yeah, it's not like I've never been that dude to be like, I'm the nigga calling all the shots. All I want is to be part of it and move something forward so everybody can eat off the same plate. That's my mentality. So going from a worker to management, it was fine. I didn't have no problem with that. What I did have a problem with was I'm trying to believe in this, and I'm trying to believe in this promotion, no matter what the hell happened in the past with whoever. But at the same time, it was 50-50. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to believe in it, but at the same time, yeah, man. And if I focus on the shaky shit, I'm gonna explode. So I was like, trying to balance. That was much harder than you know, trying to put shows together and all of that, and keep the trainees motivated, because I love the roster. Those are my own. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So the way I feel is, if I succeed, they succeed. If they succeed, I succeed. So, like I said, the hardest part was just trying to not bite on that 50% where I knew something was wrong, and keep that negativity out. But other than that, I didn't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
You know.
And moving forward, you've learned. Do you feel like you've grown as a official or as a administrator when it comes to that? You know, because now you are like in head. You also head up the WUW. So have you learned? What have you learned from the mistakes that you made at AOW, now transitioning into WUW. And then what is WUW? Explain to us what WUW is.
Perfect. So as far as administration and management, I definitely feel I've learned. If you can't learn from your mistakes, then you ain't gonna grow. So I definitely learned there. Now, when it comes to WUW-PH, at the end of the day, I'm an employee. You know what I'm saying? I have my boss that I answer to and the sponsors that I answer to as well. So it's just easier for me to help organize and help put shows together and not have to worry. I don't envy the boss for the decisions he has to make. You know what I mean? But as far as that, you're absolutely correct. I learned from that. WUW it's more along the lines of Puroreso or Japanese hard style, shoot style wrestling. You know what I mean? So basically it's wrestling, and there's some storylines in there, but it's more focused on being a legit fighter. So I transitioned from, like I said, going into pro wrestling. I really wasn't a fan from it from the start. So I got into it, trying to, earn a paycheck. And then now I'm shifting back into what I love doing, coming from the martial arts background. So it's more on a straight up legit get down. When you see matches in WU Philippines, it's more of a straight up get down rather than a scripted storyline,
How did you get into WUW? Because I never heard of it. I had never heard of WUW until I found out that you guys were doing it. You, Dave, and some others. I didn't know. Were you the one to bring WUW Philippines to the Philippines, or someone else?
Hell no. That's the boss. That's the boss who brought WU Philippines in. So basically, what happened was when the former promo fell apart, the roster hit me up and was like, "Yo, boss, want to talk to you." I said, "All right, cool." So I was the last one actually introduced to him, and then I had met him at the show, but to sit down formally have a business meeting with him, I was the last one. So all right, cool. I'm happy to be part of it. So he brought it in. He laid out his plans, and this is what we're doing. He put me on game when it comes to WU. So I started researching. Oh, it was founded in France. Then they got the Japanese chapter.
Oh, okay.
They got the Austria chapter, Australia. So
really, it's like NWA.
Exactly. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So I lucked into it, plain and simple. Because after the former promo, I was done. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna do something else. And then, like I said, he talked to me, convinced me, and I joined the team. It's like, when I found out exactly how deep it goes and the possibilities, oh shit. And we're moving more towards mixed martial arts rather than the scripted storylines. Boom. I said, yo, maybe everything was meant to happen this way then,
Right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought for some reason because I only knew that when I saw on your page, you were the one promoting it. I said, oh, okay, Machine is doing this. I thought that you were the one who brought it into the Philippines. But nevertheless, man, that's great that you guys brought it in and that you guys are a part of it. I like the idea that you guys wrestle without the ring ropes.
Yeah,
it looks more like blood. Yeah, it looks more like blood sport and shit. So it reminds me almost of Boss Root and Pancreas, that type of style of fighting. Is that pretty much how it is?
That's what it is. Or it's like that.
So it's like
keeping that underground feel, because that's the name. It's World Wrestling or World Underground Wrestling. So it's all about that underground feel, and it's being more realistic. We were talking earlier about hip hop and rap and relating it to pro wrestling. The best way to relate it to pro wrestling is kayfabe. So in pro wrestling, you have kayfabe. You got your character. Your character is not you all the time. You ain't at home with your wife and kids like, oh. You gotta be real. You know what I mean?
Exactly, no doubt.
It's just it's just like a rapper. You know, all these rappers that talk about all these guns and they shooting and killing, nigga, please. That shit ain't real. I don't buy that. At some point, lay your head down. You got to be real with yourself and be like, yo. So it's the same thing. The problem is, and again, in my opinion, in pro wrestling and in rap, is people start buying into their kayfabe. And that's where shit goes fucked up.
There you go.
If you can, you know, like I said, me personally, I always try to look at myself and be introspective and say, okay, this is the end of the day today. How did I fuck up today? And what did I do good today? You know, I think that's what keeps me on the even keel as far as not buying too much into shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I could rap my ass off, like fight, but at the same time, do I want to be fighting all the time? No. I want to go with the wife and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got kids now, man. You can't be doing that shit all the time.
Exactly.
But I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to some of our old friends here and some of our good friends. Jandal Ghost, what's up, Coach? Ken Cypher, Zara Whoop, got Big Sexy Leg John. So they all want to say, yeah. Cash was Froggy, Anela Pendel. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but anyway, the other one. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in and checking us out. But yeah, man, that's good. That's good shit. So now that after the pandemic, and you got like you have 3 promotions in the Philippines, WUW. Are you like a booker for WUW here in the Philippines, or you just you don't book nothing?
I don't book.
Okay.
I don't book. I don't get into that. But that's
okay.
That's the boss.
No more of that shit. No, because the reason why I asked was I was gonna ask how do you feel about like merging some of the wrestlers, you know, coming over. I saw you guys had some MWF guys come over like Rex. I talked to him the other week, and then I saw the Asian Nightmare. He went from, you know, he goes from WW over to MWF, and so how do you feel about, you know, merging some of the wrestlers, working with each other, and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I mean, our stance with WU Philippines has always been open door. You know, we always wanted to be able to work with each other and have cross promotions and have the other promotions work with us and all of that. That was the goal, and it's still the goal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right now with this pandemic, you know, it shut shit down for everybody. So right now what we're doing is we're focusing on a small group because we got to bounce back and we got to see if it's going to work since we're doing something mad different than what's been out there before. So we're focusing on that. But like I said, the door is still open for work in the future. You know what I mean? Okay. The thing that united me and the boss, Martin, was that fact is we don't want to rule shit. We're not trying to be the one and only. You know, we just want to put something up where people can work because ain't no one nigga is bringing the show. Don't nobody come to a show to see dude. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No one.
Ain't nobody coming to see 500 people come to see Machine only. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
It takes a whole squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where we're at officially. I can say with confidence. You know, that open door policy is always there. But while we're doing this, my advice to everybody is build yourself up. Just like a rapper has to build, an actor has to build himself up, get your reputation out there. And then, you know, you're not only easier to book with WU Philippines, you're easier to book with PWR, with MWF, with my SPW, with cats in the States. You know what I mean? Also, let me throw this one in there. Advice as far as, again, going back to kayfabe, whether you lose or win, that shouldn't be your focus. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be your focus.
Exactly.
Your focus. Exactly. You know what I mean? Your focus should be growing not only as a man, but as an artist. You know, like I said, when I fought Super Beast, I had a 5-year streak on the line. And the 5-year streak wasn't intentional. It just happen that way. But I lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I lost it. But in losing, let's step out of the kayfabe. In losing, what happened is a door was open for me to go work in the States. It just so happened this pandemic didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? The door opened for other areas. So
yeah,
my advice, man, just focus on building yourself as a person before a persona. You know?
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot. That's a good advice, man. That's a lot of things. That's a lot of these reason why these young wrestlers they're not getting to where they want to get to because they think it's all about them. It's not about you. It's not about you getting your shit in. You know, it's about the product of the brand that you're working for. If you and your other cat that you're working put on a good match, and then everyone else follows, then people are going to want to say, I want to go work for WUW. I want to go see WUW. You know what I mean? But if it's all about you and you're the first match. I talked about this, a couple weeks ago. You're the first match, and you come out and you do a 20-minute match, and you do every fucking thing there is known to man, and that guy kicks out.
You ain't
what's left? What's left for the main event? You know what I mean? I hate that shit, man. I cannot. You really need to know your place on the show. You need to know your place, and not only that, but the two, like you said, it's not about winning or losing because at the end of the day, both of you are getting paid. Okay, this is not MMA. Let's be clear. This is not MMA. You know what I mean? Because you don't know, I don't know who would win if a real fight broke out. You know what I mean? If kayfabe was out the door and it turned into a shoot fight. Pro wrestling is the beauty of pro wrestling is we the ones who know who's going to win. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to go in and take your head off every day, because we got to do it the next night. We got to do it the next week or whatever. We got to put on the show. And so the thing with a lot of young wrestlers, they come out, man, they just want to throw the kitchen sink at your ass, man. And it's like, and they kick out. And they kick out at the end of it. And it's like, yo, what's good for the main event? What are we going to do for the main event? You know what I mean? So
what can you do better than that?
Yeah, exactly. I was telling, I was on a podcast with someone, I forgot, last week. And I think it was with Rhino this past weekend, his podcast. And
oh, snap.
I was saying, I was telling them guys, I saw something online, a Japanese wrestler. He was surrounded by 4 other wrestlers. Well, he didn't know what to do. So he pulls out a gun. He pulls a gun out inside the ring. Of course, it was fake, you know what I mean? Right. But the irony of it was, what more can I do? You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, where's wrestling going? You know what I mean? It's got to a point where people are kicking out of your super kicks. People are kicking out of your power slam. People are kicking out of the top rope, whatever. What more can I do to keep your ass down for the 1, 2, 3? I gotta shoot your ass.
Exactly. You gotta do something outrageous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's crazy. You know what I mean? But it would be good to it would be really nice to see once the pandemic is over, man, that all 3 promotions start to work together and some other promotions will come in because you guys are bringing in international players. MWF are bringing in international players. Even PWR are bringing in international players. And so, what is your take on the Philippine scene? What is the Philippine wrestling scene? I know we talked about this years ago in AOW, but what do you think the Philippine wrestling scene is? Or fighting system also. What style of fighting is it?
The fight, okay. All right, let me tackle that first one. I'll say it again. I'll compare it. The Philippine wrestling scene has the same issue the Black community has. If we cannot organize and we can't unite for some odd reason, coming together seems like a hard thing to do. And really? I'm putting my people on blast. In the Black community, that's the problem we have. Every hood you go to is different. And then it's hard to unite everybody. You know what I'm saying? if you're on the blue side, you're on the red side, it's hard to get that unity in. And it's the same issue that I think the local pro wrestling scene faces. Everybody, it's too many chiefs and no fucking Indians. Everybody wants to be the boss. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to have people that want to play a certain part. Like I said, with Wu, I'm not the boss, and I don't want to be the boss. I tell him all the time, I don't envy the shit that you got to face, the decisions you got to make. I'm just here to play my part and help out where I can help out. And then if this thing explodes and does good, awesome. You know, like I said, or I said it before, I think what people forget in pro wrestling is it's sports entertainment. And the entertainment is the part that gets messed up. Because it's not entertaining to see one dude win all the time. It's not entertaining to see, like you said, the first match is bomb diggity, and then the 7 matches after that, what the fuck? I think I need to go to the concession. You know,
no doubt.
That's just my opinion, man. Like I said, I'm happy where I'm at now. I feel like I got a boss that understands me, that is supportive. I think we're on the same page with a lot of things. And then coming down to the fighting system, I'm much happier with Wu, where it's geared towards reality. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course, you have the David and Goliath thing where a small dude comes in and wins. But the reality of the situation is, let's say in a street fight, 9 times out of 10, size does matter in a street fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you're going up in the cage and you're going up against Muay Thai fighter, the dude I'm fighting the end of the month, he's well versed in Muay Thai. You know, I've studied a little bit of it. I've sparred with him. We don't hang out outside of training, but in sparring, the motherfucker hits hard. So I'm glad to be in a ring, and now I'm testing myself for real.
Let's talk about that. Who is this guy that you're going to be fighting? And is there a set date? And is there a set venue? You guys are going to go at it.
Well, the venue is of course at WUW-PH Gym. You know what I'm saying? If you need to exercise, come through and holler. Let me throw that shameless plug there. But yeah, WUW-PH Gym. We'll be there in the ring. Jarhead is his name, man. From what I know, you know, I'll put him over a little bit. From what I know, he was a frontliner when this pandemic started. So he was out there when we didn't really know what it was and how easy you can catch it. He was out there dealing with it. So I salute him for that. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
in terms of fighting, like I said, he knows what he's doing. It's a challenge. So the way I look at it, when I'm in the ring, it's not the dude that is the opponent. The opponent is, did I train hard enough? Did I practice my techniques hard enough? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah. Because you don't. I look at people, like when I look at MMA and I see guys fighting, I'm like, dude, don't fight their style. You know what I mean? You got to fight your style. You know what I mean? You cannot. You know, I looked at the Jan Bohovich fight against Israel Adesanya, and I said, Israel he's a kickboxer by nature. He's a kickboxer. He's not a grappler. Exactly. And if John would have stood there the whole 5 rounds trying to kickbox this dude, he would have lost on points. So he had to take him to the ground. He had to get nasty with him, and he had to take him to his fight. And that's the thing, is you don't fight. If you got to fight your fight and believe in your ability to know that, okay, my shit, even if it doesn't, even if I don't win or whatever, at least I'm going to fight my fight and do the things that I know. I'm not going to, if you're a good jabber and I'm not, there's no way I'm going to stand up there and try to all night long knowing I'm getting my face pounded. You know what I mean? And so that's the thing. And the reason why I asked, what is the Philippine wrestling fighting style? Because you got Japanese, the strong style, American, the more or less the storyteller. And, Mexico is more like the lucha libre style. So looking at the pro wrestling scene here in the Philippines, what is their style? I'm trying to figure out what kind of style does the Philippines have, or do they have a style yet, or are they still trying to get a style? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I ask that question a lot, you know, because I want to know, how do you guys that's in the arena a lot, how do you guys perceive that? You know?
I mean, you asking me personally, my personal opinion is there ain't no style yet. Everybody has a different style as far as I see.
Okay.
So you have so many influences. You have the US, you have Mexico, you have Japan influencing the Philippines. And we're babies with it, if we're going to be honest. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everybody right now has styles that they do. You have, like myself, and let me shout out Coach Lamar, matter of fact, at Brawl Pit. Myself, I'm a striker. Okay. I'm confident. I'm not cocky. I think if somebody wants to stand and go toe-to-toe with me, it's going to be a hard fucking night. But right now, Coach Lamar kicking my ass with the grappling. His point was your point. He said, yeah, you can, but let's see how this grapple go. So every time I go to train, I'm getting my black ass kicked. And it's good. It's good. It's going to turn me into a better fighter. But going back to the scene, everybody has, and there's nothing wrong with any style. If you pursue that WWE style, or if you go puro reso, or you got strong style, do your thing. You know what I mean? Do your thing. As long as you do you, and don't be tripping about, no, I do this, so everybody should do this. The whole scene should do this. You know? Right. Do your thing. Do your thing.
And the more, and then on top of that, man, it has to make it look, feel. You have to, you really have to make that shit want the crowd to believe in it.
Yeah, because I see if you do motherfuckers is pissing by miles. Oh
yeah, if you not connected, man, you can forget about it. And even little kids would be like, nah, Dad, let's go. Yeah. You know what I mean? They'll be like, let's go.
I'll say this, man, and I'll be the asshole and say this. If you as a pro wrestler are afraid to get hit, get your bitch ass out of the fucking get the fuck out.
You got to go.
You should still, man. Yeah, okay, it's scripted. We got these things that we're supposed to do, but if you sitting there saying, dude, don't hit me, bruh, you should still be in there like you get hit, like, okay, let's go with it. Let's go.
And on that note, I'm like I asked a lot of everyone, when it comes to the bullying, because that's one of my pet peeves also. That's not getting paid and then getting bullied. That's, boy, if you want to get me fired up, you know what I mean? So what is your take on the bullying that has probably circulated around here? I've heard some things. Now AOW, we didn't really have that shit. You know what I mean? We didn't tolerate that shit at all. I didn't tolerate it. You didn't tolerate it. So we didn't really have that going on. I don't think none of the Warriors got bullied. If they did, and you listening, I'm sorry. I don't know. Come talk to me. Come talk to you.
Hey,
go
hit
talk
me
to
up,
Chef. You know what I mean? But I've heard in other organizations that, you know, there have been some bullying going on. What is your take on that, and what is your advice to young people that's coming into the business and still are in the business? What should they do? What should they not do?
So I'll give you a little look into my fucked up psyche. My dad was a bully, and I hated it. I hate bullies. So yeah, when it comes to bullying, I don't deal with it. I don't put up with it myself. I can't tell the next man what to do, but for myself, I don't deal with it. Like I said, I don't run around looking for fights, but if somebody trying to bully, like, oh, your career ain't gonna go the way you want it to unless you kiss my ass, nah.
Right.
Nigga, we gonna have a problem. And I'm gonna let you know directly, we got a problem. And if it's something that can't be worked out, then one of us gotta go. And the best way to determine who goes is we get in the ring and chunk them.
Right.
Like I said, bullying to me don't make sense, man. I mean,
that goes back to that college thing, the fraternity. They be hazing each other.
Hazing, yeah.
I'm cool, bro. I didn't go to
Yeah.
college for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
My advice is, if you're new to this thing, and like I said, the industry here is so brand new. We're all babies, so ain't nobody should be bullying nobody anyway. But if you feel bullied, find somewhere where you're not. You know what I mean? Because if you're bullied in one area, you feel like your career is going to be held back. There's going to be another promotion or another group of people that feels the same way that you do. Find them and roll with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the best thing I could say. Because to sit here and force yourself in one, like you trying to force a circle into a square peg, you ain't gonna be happy. You know what I mean? You trying to pursue this thing that makes you happy, and then in trying to pursue it, you unhappy as hell. That's hell on earth for me.
Right.
So for me, I'd walk. I'd go find somewhere that accepts you for who you are. But nice. That's my advice, man. Like I said, I don't dig bullying. I don't condone it. No.
Yeah, that's one thing we didn't have. We didn't have that in ECW also, man. That's that was my first real locker room that I experienced with for a long period of time with professionals, and we could have, those guys could have easily bullied you because they got guys on top, and then you got mid-carded guys, and you got guys like me who's doing ring crew. But man, we were all treated like family, and I think that's where I learned that from. And the thing is, whatever locker room I go into, that's how I want to see it. You know what I mean? Right. I don't want to see no, this and this and that. Jokes, that's fine, it's okay. But if I see you continuously joking on that same person, on that same matter, somebody that becomes the point you crossing the line. You know what I mean? So I think for those people who are watching, if you find yourself in that situation, and wrestling is a game where you got to stand up for yourself too. You can't just can't be and then get out there and expect a crowd to get into your character, because you got to have some type of self-confidence about yourself. You know what I mean? And whether you get your ass kicked or not, you gotta exude that confidence, And if you don't do it in the back, then how you gonna do it out in front? You know what I mean? I just go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My bad. But I think I lost my train of thought. No, what I was gonna say is, pro wrestling, like I said, it might be scripted. We might follow a storyline, but at the end of the day, you're still a fighter. So
hell yeah,
you can't be like, I'm getting bullied, and how the fuck is you getting bullied? You supposed to be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? How is it?
Right, exactly.
You can't even defend yourself. I think a lot of it too in pro wrestling, that whole thing with WWE where there was that clique with Triple H and Heartbreak Kid. Yeah, they were some bullies from what I heard and studied, but just because that shit worked for them, don't mean it's work for you.
Right, exactly. Because people are afraid of power. People are afraid that if you got the ear of the promoter, like when Triple H and Shawn Michaels had the ear of Vince McMahon, they felt like they could do this or do that. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you guys are listening, Triple H,
Vince McMahon is still the man.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah. At the end of the day, that motherfucker still rule like motherfucking. He rules with an iron fist.
Iron fist.
No doubt, that will rule. So go back one more time and tell everyone again where you guys are gonna have your venue. I mean, not venue, but what day you guys are gonna fight, have your match.
Right now it's gonna be end of March, so March 31st, around that time. I can't give the exact date because logistics, things might happen or whatever, but I know the event will be done by the end of this month. It'll be blasted on Facebook Live. you know, and then
how y'all gonna do that? And there's a lockdown. And there's a lockdown starting tomorrow.
secret, man.
Secret. You heard it first.
Like I said, you know, I fell into a lucky situation where the boss knows what he's doing. So
nice.
Like I said, you know, there's times when I ask him that question too, like, how the fuck we gonna do that? Don't worry, I got it. Do your thing then, man.
All right, look, I don't want to go Google. I don't want to come on Google and see, you know, 15 wrestlers got arrested for congregating,
for breaking the lockdown and shit.
No doubt. Oh shit, I know them. But yeah, I hope that this thing, you know, this pandemic, you know, cease a little bit so that, you know, somewhat we can get back to some type of normalcy. You know what I mean? So that we can start back working and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would definitely tell Blackzilla to get himself together.
Yo, like I said, we could do some work, bro.
I would definitely tell him to get his ass together. You know what I mean? He's somewhere in Japan right now, you know, chilling with Godzilla. So, yeah, I got.
No, he ain't with Godzilla. He with them geishas, man. He out there with them geishas. He told me Godzilla have a beer and Coke and shut the fuck up. Over here doing my thing.
No doubt. But anyway, let's tell us what the future holds for the machine before we get out of here, man. Tell us what the future holds.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it straight. Like I said, I'm happy where I'm at. I don't see myself moving, going nowhere else. As far as working with other promotions, yeah, for sure. That's a possibility. But as far as where I'm at, the style that I'm into right now, it's moving the way I want it to. So I'm very happy, you know.
What about URCC? You want to do that? Are you looking to do an MMA or?
Yeah, like I said, you know, for lack of a better term, I'm like a double-edged sword. So I'll be doing the pro wrestling thing, the puro wrestle, and doing the MMA thing. So, like I said, my goal is to test myself, make myself better. The only way I can truly do it is to get down, you know, like back in the day. So that's what I'm focused on. You know, I just be here at work or be here at home. I do my work. I play my video games. I train. It's wake up and repeat every day.
Okay.
So what I think.
How's the gaming thing going, man?
Oh, that's going good too. I'm about to hit affiliate status for any of those that like to watch Twitch and see people get down on their video games. Hit me up. You know, I'll send you the links and whatnot. Please tune in. I would love it. So yeah, that's almost at that point where, boom, it's going the way I want it to go too. So I don't know. Stars are aligning, man. Stars are aligning.
Right. And in your rap, you coming out with anything new? When is it gonna hit? When is something gonna drop from the machine? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got the soundtrack. So this, you know, this event style that we're doing now, the soundtrack is coming. I got a lot of local cats that joined on, a couple cats from the States, and they're asking, when you gonna put that shit out, man? So yeah, the soundtrack is coming. It's gonna be there. We'll start getting into that and everything. So we just locked in the production company. So
nice,
man,
nice.
I'm happy.
Busy, huh?
What's that?
I said, you busy, huh?
Man, I'm trying to. I know it's a pandemic and we can't meet up in person, but hey, God didn't invent technology for us to not use it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we still making the moves. We still connecting with the right people. As far as like I was saying back in the former experience where it's 50-50, I don't got that no more. I got 100% confident. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like, so ultimately, my dream is to have that same roster that we were grinding with before.
Nice.
Be able to do their work too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I missed them motherfuckers. I missed them for real. Man. No doubt.
I told you, we was brothers, man.
Yeah, that was, man. You know, like I said, I was in ECW, man, and I had a great time there. But But when I linked up with you guys at AOW, man, and the roster, the Warriors, man, it was just, you know, everyone had their own level. You know what I mean? It was like, but it was like family. You know what I mean? It was just like, and yeah, I felt like they were like my kids, all my kids, and we were like brothers, me and you, Yusuf. And man, it was just, I missed that. I wish that shit would have kept going for real.
I don't know. You know, one thing I'll say is, you know, that word brother. A lot of people in pro wrestling be throwing that around, but for me, it's a serious thing. If you calling me brother, then I'm gonna treat you like that. But at the same time, if I come across some news or some evidence that you wasn't being a brother behind my back, then my reaction is gonna be 10 times worse than if you was a stranger.
Right.
So that's just advice for people, man. If you come in with that brother thing, make sure you act like a brother. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't play with people's intelligence. Don't think you know everything. Be a brother.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
That's true. You know, and I you know, like me and you, man, we hashed that shit out. You know what I mean? We talked and everything. And I had to look at myself. You know, I was like, yo, what am I doing? You don't know everything. You know, just because you did this, you did that, don't mean you know every fucking thing there is when it comes to damn professional wrestling. You don't know everything. You know what I mean? And so I had to step my black ass back and say, yo, all right, I don't.
You know what?
I don't know everything.
Let me be real with you for a second. You know who reminded me was Wifey. Because at one point I was like, man, fuck everybody, fuck all these niggas. Yeah. But you don't know everything. Oh shit. God damn.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be making that? Like, damn, all right, you know what, you're right.
Yeah. And that was the thing with me and you. When you told me we were on the phone and you was like, Coach, see, you don't listen, Coach. You don't listen. You don't know everything. I said, all right, this motherfucker just told me out. And I had to think about this shit. I said, all right, yeah, I don't. I said, yeah, I gotta listen, man. You know, and that's the thing. You know, you really have to. You gotta be humble, man.
Like I said, working with Coach Lamar at WUW-PH, I get humbled too. I get my ass kicked because I was in there thinking, you know, I know what I'm doing. I had to be humbled as well. Yo, you still there? Damn, I think that shit cut out again. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the internet, man.
There's a heavy wind outside. I actually turned my Wi-Fi off.
It's storming?
Wind, heavy wind.
Oh, yeah, it dropped out. I'm live on Facebook still, though.
They did or you did?
No, Coach dropped out.
Anyway, you have a central come here by 8.
What up, everybody? Yeah. So make sure you tune in to World Underground Wrestling Philippines. Find us on Facebook. I wish I could just go ahead and send you the links, but hit us up on Facebook. Get them likes in. The event is coming the end of March. Hit me up on my Facebook. Look for the machine. You'll see my ugly mug on there. Yo, Coach, you there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. You here?
Right.
You there?
I was doing shameless plug-in while you was gone.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know what happened. My shit just all fucked up. Look at that. My background is all jacked up now. Everything fucked up.
Yeah. There's a storm right now. That's why. So.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap it up anyway, brother. But I really appreciate you, man, coming on and tell everybody again where they can find you at. Where can they find the machine at?
Yo, thanks for having me on. Matter of fact, man, just happy to be here. But yeah, you can hit us up on World Underground Wrestling Philippines, WUW-PH. You'll find us on the Facebook. Hit up the WUW-PH Gym on Facebook. Search for the machine on Facebook. Yeah. Hit us up on any of those channels and you'll get connected. That event is coming the end of this month. I'll hit you up with the gaming link, all of that. Everything.
Where's the WUW-PH? What's the physical address for the?
That's 41 Bulusan Street in La Loma, Quezon City.
little more. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I missed the first show, man. The first show I tried to get to, I took the bus and then I took a taxi, and I told the guy where to go, man, and he took me somewhere, and I was so mad for the first show, man. You guys had
now see, Coach, you tripping. You know, you could have just called me and we could have came scooped you up, bro.
I was in Cabal. I was like, I don't know where I'm at. You know what I mean? I think you guys had already started it. You already started. It was like almost 6:30 or 7 o'clock. I got on the bus, got in a taxi. I said, y'all need to go to Brawl Pit, whatever. I said, you know where it's at? He said, yes, sir. Come. Man, he took me somewhere.
He gonna say that.
He took me somewhere. He took me somewhere, and then he got out. He asked somebody. And I said, dude, do you know where you're going?
No.
He said, I don't know, so. Sorry, sir. Sorry. I said, man, let me get my black ass back on the victory line and take my ass back home.
Man, I tell you what, though.
I was so mad. Yeah.
I tell you what, on God, next time, if you got that issue, just hit me up. I'll send a grab for you and bring you directly to the gym, man.
Yeah. That's what I should have did last time, but I didn't do it. So, but hopefully, man, everything will work out and we get back in. Everybody get back in the swing of things, man. And shows start popping up because
also too, man. After this pandemic, if you look at these promos, it's like the Marvel universe and the DC universe. Every promo is a different universe. So PWR do their thing, MWF will do their thing, and WU will definitely do our thing. So if you, depending on what you want to see, hit them up.
Right.
Hit them up.
Yeah. Definitely, man. So, but yeah, I want to thank you, man, for coming on, and we definitely keep in touch, man. It's good to talk to my brother here, and y'all check out the big machine right there. So, appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate
you very much. All right.
One.